Recording and go.
Is that necessary? Good evening, UVM. I'm weatherman Danny Metcalf here for a look at your weather. Currently outside right now we have a temperature of 30 degrees with a south wind at 7 miles per hour and a humidity of 87% with the barometric pressure of 30.12 and rising. You might have noticed a little bit of snowflakes out there today, so let's take a look at the radar. We can see that the stronger bands of moisture have moved through the Burlington area, and we can start to kind of see the back edge of this moisture come on through. That should be happening within the next hour to 2 hours. Let's say around 10 p.m. we should start to see the end of the snowflakes. But what did fall today will refreeze and cause slippery roads, so if you're going out tonight, please be sure to drive carefully because the roads will be slippery. Now, how much snow did we pick up over the last 24 hours and into tomorrow? Well, we can see here in Vermont, we're going to pick up around 1 to 3 inches, probably closer to 1 than 3, I'd say, as this back edge of the storm is beginning to move on through. So for tonight, we can see we're going to have a low temperature of 28 degrees with a couple more showers in the early evening, but then we should begin to clear out and actually cool off, and we're still going to have that chilly temperature with that wind chill of 20 degrees. So for tomorrow's forecast, we can see that we're going to have a high of 35 degrees, which is right on average for this time of year, and a low temperature of 24, which is also very close to average, with mostly cloudy skies in the morning and then becoming partly cloudy. So for your hourly forecast, we can see at 7 a.m. we start off very chilly with a chance of a lingering snow shower with a temperature of 29 degrees, and then gradually warming up and becoming mostly sunny by 4 p.m. And then a chance for another snow shower moving into tomorrow night. So why have we been so cold right now? Well, we just had what's called an Alberta Clipper, which originates in Alberta, Canada, sweep through the Great Lakes and into Vermont. Now, these systems don't usually have that much moisture, which is why we didn't get the 5-6 inches of snow. But it sets up for very chilly temperatures, which will come into play later in the forecast as we see on Wednesday. So let's take a look at this cold front. We can see that we have this cold front right here and these bands of moisture that have been moving through for most of the day. Now, as this band moves on through, we're going to start to see high pressure build in for tomorrow from the south, which is going to give us these clear skies and pretty chilly temperatures for tomorrow. So when we pan out and look at the national forecast, we can see we have this high pressure here that's going to build on into Vermont tomorrow. But our real center of focus is over here in California, as they've been seeing torrential downpours, flash flooding from this very strong system. Now, this is going to track northeastward to parts of Wisconsin through the Great Lakes and kind of take a beeline north course as it gets past the Great Lakes. So what this means for Vermont? It's going to start out as snow Wednesday morning as the low pressure system is still to our south, but the outer bands are giving us snow showers. But as the low approaches to the north, we're going to start to pick up a south wind, which will really start to warm us up, and that's going to transition back to rain. And then as we move on into the evening hours, that that rain's going to transition back to snow. So a very wintry mix for your Wednesday. And we can see in the satellite that how deep this moisture is. And it's going to track on through, like I said, into parts of Wisconsin who have a winter weather advisory posted for possible 1 foot of snow. And that's going to continue to come on through. And so it looks like we're probably going to get about 3 inches of snow to start Wednesday morning, and then rain. And wherever it returns back to snow will be very critical for how much snow we pick up in the overnight hours. So when we go to our 5-day forecast, we can see we have a pretty nice day tomorrow. And then Wednesday we get that wintry mix, and then we really start to cool off after that moves through. And we can see Friday that we have a high temperature of 26 and a low of 17. And then Saturday we clear things out and get a high of 23 with a low of 13. So we go to our powdercast, we can see that we reached a daytime high mainly in the upper 20s and lower 30s, and picked up a great amount of snow in the ski resorts, as Jay Peak up in the north picked up 7 inches of snow today. So we're really starting to build up that base, which is great. We can still see that Stowe and Jay Peak are the only ones with trails open. And projected snow overnight, we can see another 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 inches of snow depending on how far north you are and how many more bands of those showers we get through. but really not too much more in here in Burlington. I think most of it's going to stay up in the mountains for tonight. That's all from UVM TV Weather. I'm Danny Metcalf, and I'll be back with you on Thursday to look at that storm. Have a good night. Drive carefully.